baseline, Mr. Brent Shaner. And down the third baseline, Mr. Greg John.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us here at Eagle Field at Veterans Memorial Park in Harrisonburg. Tonight, the Harrisonburg Turks taking on the Lumberjacks of Covington. The Turks coming off of a 9-7 loss to the Stanton Braves last night, hoping to turn things around here tonight. On the mound for the Turks, number 22, out of UMBC, Carson Morton. Now stepping up to the plate, leading off for the Lumberjacks is number 10, the designated hitter, Thomas Marsala. And the first pitch of the night, low and inside for strike one. And a correction, Morton actually playing for the Wingate Bulldogs, not UMBC. And a big swing, no contact. That'll be strike two. Top of the first inning here, the 1-2 count. Thomas Marsal at the plate for the Jacks. Morton on the mound for the Turks. And a huge swing there, and that'll be strike three for the first out of tonight's ball game. Batting second in the order for the Lumberjacks, the left fielder, number 4, Spencer Williams. And Morton puts that one low and inside for ball one. And that ball popped high to left center. Katz settling under it. And the easy catch for out number 2. 2 straight here for the Turks. Morton hoping to make it 3. Now at the plate batting third in the order is the catcher, number 39, Jackson Toberman. Here's Morton. And Toberman straight back for strike one. And another foul tip, this time towards the right field bleachers. That'll be strike 2. Morton a chance to retire the side here, 1-2-3. The 0-2 pitch. And that ball high and inside, ball 1. Here's Morton. And high over the plate, ball 2. 2-2 count here. Morton waits the sign. The pitch. And another foul tip straight back. Count remains 2-2. Morton. And another foul tip, this time over the right field bleachers. Count remains 2-2. Ooh, and nails Toberman in the head there for the walk. Toberman appears to be fine. Hit him right in the helmet. And that'll be the first Lumberjack on base tonight. Now in the batter's box for the Lumberjacks, the right fielder, number 31, Jannar Brown. Here's Morton. And low and outside, ball one. Runner leading off on first. Morton. And that ball a little too far outside, ball two. Morton eyes the runner. The pitch. And watches it go by for strike one. Counts now 2-1, 2 outs here. Lumberjacks with a runner on first. Hoping to get some momentum going here in the first. And Brown, a foul tip over the right field bleachers. Count moves to 2-2. Morton awaits the sign. The 2-2 pitch is tipped back. Count remains 2-2. Carson Morton on the mound. Chance to end it. And that ball high and outside. The first full count of the night here in the first inning. 2 outs here, 3-2 count. Morton, the 3-2 pitch. And alone outside, he will walk Brown. 2 runners now on base for the Lumberjacks. Stepping up to the plate is the second baseman, number 6, Jose Alfonso. Pops it straight up to the infield. The second baseman settles under it and makes the catch for out number 3. 2 runners left stranded for the Lumberjacks. No runs scored. No hits. You're just now joining us, middle of the first inning here. Harrisonburg Turks taking on the Lumberjacks of Covington. Lumberjacks with no score here in the top of the first. Count remains 0-0. The Turks looking to turn things around from a loss to the Stanton Braves last night by a score of 9-7. Some highlights from that game: a 2-run homer in the bottom of the ninth from Ethan Murdoch, but just wouldn't be enough to get the victory. Turks move to 8-7 on the season. 8-6. Your 2023 Valley Baseball League champions, hoping to repeat their success in the 2024 campaign. On the mound tonight for the Covington Lumberjacks is going to be number 35, Matthew Irwin. Irwin playing out of East Texas Baptist State. And leading off in the bottom of the first for your Harrisonburg Turks is the shortstop, number 0, Jose Perez. Here's Irwin's first pitch of the night. And Perez, a good eye for ball 1. And another one low and inside for ball number 2. Perez settles back in. And another good eye, ball 3. Perez playing out of Rollins College. And 4 up, 4 down. Irwin will walk his first batter of the night on 4 straight. Now up to bat for the Harrisonburg Turks, the center fielder, number 20, Anthony Pascal. And Pascal holds back the swing for strike 1. Perez leading off on first. Irwin. And that ball about head level for ball number 1. Here's Irwin. And Pascal, a foul tip for strike 2. Pascal, the product out of Ryder, hoping to make something happen here for the Turks. Get things started early. 1-2 pitch. And Pascal, a foul tip. Count remains 1-2. Irwin. And Pascal, high ball just into right field. And dropped. Runner will go. The throw to second is good. That'll be out number 1. Perez was expecting it to be a catch there and just couldn't make it to second base in time. That'll be out number 1. Runner on first for the Turks. Now stepping up to the bat is the left fielder, number 42, Chris Katz. Low and outside, ball 1. And Katz a big swing, but no luck. Strike 1. Here's Irwin. And no swing from Katz, strike 2. Irwin has the runner. 1-2 pitch, chance to make it 2. And Katz, a good eye, ball 2. And runner's going to go. The throw to second is a little too high. Pascal is safe. Stolen base. Runner now in scoring position for the Turks. Full count here in the bottom of the first. Katz at the plate. Irwin. And swing and a miss. Strike 3. And out number 2 for the Braves. Next to bat, batting 4th in the order, the first baseman, number 33, Lou Catcher. And Hatcher takes a stab at it. Just a foul tip for strike 1. Pascal leading off on second here. Irwin the pitch. And that ball high and outside for ball number 1. Irwin. And Hatcher puts that one high to center field. Center fielder's running for it and just misses the catch.
Designated hitter number 30, Camp Elson.
And that'll be an RBI single for Hatcher. Throw to first, and that'll be out number 3. Runner left stranded. But the Turks score 1 and go up early in the bottom of the first. Just now joining us, entering the top of the second inning, Harrisonburg Turks lead 1 on the Covington Lumberjacks. Here in tonight's South Division matchup in the Valley Baseball League. The Valley Baseball League is funded in part by a donation from Major League Baseball. On the mound tonight out of Wingate for the Turks, number 22, Carson Morton. Turks coming off of a 9-7 loss to the Stanton Braves last night here at Eagle Field. Hoping to turn things around tonight. Currently up 1 as we enter the top of the second inning. Leading off here for the Lumberjacks in the top of the second is the center fielder, number 9, Caleb Henry. Henry, playing out of Georgia Southwestern State, will look to respond to the Turks' 1 run in the bottom of the first. Henry now stepping into the batter's box.
Leading off the top of the second, center fielder, number 9, Caleb Henry.
And Morton puts that one higher over the plate for ball 1. Morton. And a big swing there from Henry, but no contact. Strike 1. Morton awaits the sign. Here's the pitch. And Henry pops that one up high. First baseman settling under it. And Hatcher will make the catch for out number 1 here in the top of the second. Batting 7th in the order is the third baseman, number 23, Gregory Mello. Morton. Ball high and outside for ball number 1. And Mello pokes that one to left center. But Pascal doing a good job to get to it. And that'll be out number 2. Batting 8th in the order is the first baseman for the Lumberjacks, number 16, Jorge Santana III. And watches it go by for strike 1. And that ball high and outside, ball 1. 2 outs here, no runners on for the Lumberjacks. Here's Morton. And Santana holds the swing back. Count moves to 2-1. And swings at that one. Foul tip of the right field bleachers. Count is now 2-2. Morton a chance to retire the side. And he'll get it. Strike 3. 1-2-3 inning for Carson Morton. If you would like to follow the Harrisonburg Turks on social media, please check us out on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Twitter handle is HBG Turks VBL, Instagram is HBurg Turks, and Facebook is Harrisonburg Turks Baseball. If you'd like any more information or if you'd like to purchase merchandise, please visit harrisonburgturks.com. Tonight, your Turks taking on the Lumberjacks of Covington in a South Division matchup here in the Valley Baseball League. The Valley Baseball League is funded in part by a donation from Major League Baseball. Irwin on the plate for the Lumberjacks. And leading off here for the Harrisonburg Turks is going to be the catcher, number 32, Jack Canzaro. Tonight, Canzaro playing on his home turf, a product out of James Madison University. And watches it go by for strike 1. And a good eye from Canizaro there. Count moves to 2-1. And a foul tip straight back for strike 2. Irwin awaiting the sign. Here's the pitch. And that ball just a little outside. Count moves to 3-2. And Canizaro thought he got a walk there, but that will be strike number 3 for the first out of the bottom of the second inning. Batting 7th in the order is the second baseman for the Harrisonburg Turks, number 10, Cam Harris. Harris a good eye. That one low and outside for ball 1. And this time low and inside for ball 2. And almost hits Harris in the leg there. That'll be ball number 3. Harris, the Wingate product, looking to make something happen here for the Turks. And 4 up, 4 down for the walk. Now at the plate, batting 8th in the order is the right fielder, number 34, Ethan Murdoch. One out here, Turks now a runner on first. Here's Irwin. And low and outside, ball 1, catcher with quick reflexes. Little throw fake there to first. So heads up to the runner. Irwin settling in. The 1-0 pitch is outside for ball 2. And it looks like coach is going to come out and have a word with Irwin here. Irwin has thrown 6 straight balls here in the last 2 batters. There's 1 out on the scoreboard here. Harrisonburg Turks remain up 1 on the Covington Lumberjacks. Score is 1-0 here in the bottom of the second. Irwin settling back in on the mound here. Murdoch stepping back into the batter's box. Count remains 2-0. Man, alone outside, ball 3. Irwin. And gets that one to go for strike 1. Counts now 3-1 here in the bottom of the second. And Murdoch high to left field. Fielder settling under it and makes the catch for out number 2. Murdoch hoping to repeat his success last night. Hit a 2-run homer in the bottom of the 9th inning, but wouldn't be enough to defeat the Stanton Braves. Turks losing by a score of 9-7. Now, as we reach the bottom of the order for the Turks, is the third baseman, number 7, David Bell. Bell, a runner on first, chance to extend the Turks' lead. And watches that one go by, ball one. That ball high and outside, count moves to 2-0. Harris leading off on first. And Bell takes that one low and outside for ball three. And low and outside, strike one. Count now moves to 3-1. 2 outs here, 1 runner on. Irwin. Bell pokes that one to the shortstop. The throw to second is good for out number 3. 1 runner left stranded for the Turks. Score remains Harrisonburg 1, Covington 0 as we enter the top of the third inning. A lot of sponsors. Morton returns to the mound for the Harrisonburg Turks here as we enter the top of the third inning. Turks remain up 1. Leading off at the bottom of the order for the Covington Lumberjacks is the shortstop, number 3, instead of his normal number 8, Quentin Jenkins. Jenkins, the Alabama State product. Hoping to get things started early here for the Lumberjacks. Jenkins settles into the batter's box. Here's Morton. And low and outside, ball 1. And pokes that one to right field. And that one will drop for the base hit. Jenkins, a leadoff single here in the top of the third. Back to the top of the order here in the top of the third is the designated hitter for the Lumberjacks, number 10, Thomas Marsala. Carson Morton. And fastball inside, ball 1. Runner leading off on first. And that ball high just past the infield. Shortstop getting under it. And makes the easy catch for out number 1 here in the third. A fly out for Marsala. Now at the plate for the Lumberjacks is the left fielder, number 4, Spencer Williams. Runner still on first for the Lumberjacks. 1 out. Here's Morton. And Williams a line drive to right field, and he will reach on a single. 2 straight singles for the Lumberjacks. Runners now on first and second. 1 out here. Now approaching the batter's box is the catcher, number 39, Jackson Toberman. Carson Morton awaits the sign. Eyeing down the runners. Here comes the throw. And swinging for the fences, but no luck. Strike 1. Morton. And pokes that one just past the infield. Runner will go for home. And it looks like he might have got him there, but umpire's going to call him safe, and the Lumberjacks tie up the ball game. That'll be an RBI single for Jackson Toberman. Runner is now on first and third for the Lumberjacks. 1 out here in the top of the third. Score is tied at 1. Up to bat is number 31, Chenard Brown, the right fielder for the Lumberjacks. And a foul tip for Brown, just over the right field bleachers. Morton eyeing the runners. The 0-1 pitch. And runner's going to go. And just can't hold on to it at second. Runner advances on a stolen base. And on that throw to second, runner will score, and the Jacks take the lead for the first time tonight. Low and outside for ball 1. Count moves to 1-2. And runner almost goes to third, but stops and will remain at second. Count is now 2-2, 1 out. Out at the plate. And pokes it over the second baseman. And runner will come home. And Brown with the RBI single. And a quick 2-run lead for the Lumberjacks here in the top of the third. Now at the plate for his second at bat of the night is the second baseman for the Lumberjacks, number 6, Jose Alfonso. Alfonso pokes to the third baseman. The throw to second is good. And can't get the double play to go, but that'll be 2 outs for the Turks. And Alfonso will reach first on a fielder's choice. And that ball caught by the left fielder for out number 3. Jacks take a 2-run lead here as we enter the bottom of the third. Score is now Covington 3, Harrisonburg 1. Hey, if you're just now joining us, the Harrisonburg Turks taking on the Covington Lumberjacks in a South Division matchup here in the Valley Baseball League. The Valley Baseball League is funded in part by a donation from Major League Baseball. The Lumberjacks currently leading the Turks by a score of 3-1 as we enter the bottom of the third inning. Turks will look to respond and take the lead once again in tonight's ball game. Turks coming off a 9-7 loss to the Braves last night here at Eagle Field at Veterans Memorial Park. Now 8-6 on the season, looking to bounce back and get a win tonight. Turks, your 2023 Valley Baseball League champions, will hope to repeat their success this season. Leading off in the bottom of the third at the top of the order for the Turks is the shortstop number 0, Jose Perez. And Perez pops that one up to the infield, and it will run right to the first baseman for out number 1. Unlucky bounce there for Perez. Arwin back on the mound. And Perez, no swing this time around. Count moves to 1-1. And the foul tip there. Count moves to 1-2. Umpire's going to call that first one a strike. Here's Irwin. And Perez, a good eye for ball 2. And Perez, no swing. That'll be a full count to start off the bottom of the third. And Perez, deep ball to center field. Henry settles under it and makes the catch for out number 1. Now stepping into the batter's box for the Harrisonburg Turks, batting second in the order, the center fielder, number 20, Anthony Pascal. Pascal hoping to start a rally here for the Turks. Down 2. And takes that ball going outside for ball 1. And another ball to center field. Henry getting under it. And makes another easy catch for out number 2. It's 2 straight for the Turks. Irwin will look to make it 1-2-3 here in the bottom of the third inning. Now approaching the batter's box, the left fielder for your Harrisonburg Turks, number 42, Chris Katz. Katz, the foul tip straight back for strike 1. And a good eye for ball number 1. Count moves to 1-1 here, 2 outs. No runners on for the Turks. And Katz just barely hits that one foul down the right baseline. Count moves to 1-2. Arwin now, chance to retire the side. And that ball way outside. Count moves to 2-2. Here went the 2-2 pitch. And just outside the zone for the full count. And that one high and outside for ball 4. Cats will reach first on the walk. Stepping up to bat now from the Wolves of West Georgia is the first baseman, number 33, Luke Hatcher. Hatcher takes the first one high for ball number 1. Cats leading off on first. And the foul tip straight back for strike 1. One count now. 2 outs. And Hatcher will poke it just past the infield for the single. Runners now on first and second for the Turks. And the batter's box now for your Harrisonburg Turks. Playing out of Wake Forest for the Demon Deacons is the designated hitter, number 30, Cam Nelson. And Nelson puts that one just fair and will be tagged out at first for out number 3. Runners left stranded on second and third. No runs, 1 hit, and no errors. And the score remains Covington Lumberjacks 3, Harrisonburg Turks 1 as we enter the top of the 4th inning. Entering the top of the 4th inning here, Morton on the mound for the Turks. Up to bat now is the third baseman for the Covington Lumberjacks, number 23, Gregory Mello. As always, we thank you for tuning in to the Valley Baseball League. Tonight, the Harrisonburg Turks taking on the Covington Lumberjacks. In the top of the 4th, the score is 3-1 to the Jacks. Mello will poke that one just past the infield for the single. Batting 8th in the order for the Covington Lumberjacks, the first baseman, number 16, Jorge Santana III. And Morton lone outside for strike 1. No swing from Santana. Mello leading off on first. Morton. just outside for ball one. Eyes down the runner. The pitch. And pokes just past the second baseman for the base hit. 2 singles now for the Jacks. Runners on first and second. And a chance to extend their lead here in the top of the fourth. Catcher's going to come out and have a word with Morton. At the plate now for Covington. At the bottom of the order, wearing 3 instead of his usual 8, the shortstop, Quentin Jenkins.
At the plate is the shortstop from the Hornets of Alabama State, Jenkins.
Here's Morton. And a bunt attempt for Jenkins. And umpire's going to call him out at first. Runners advance to second and third. Now in scoring position for the the Lumberjacks. Up 2, chance to extend the lead here. Now at the plate, at the top of the order, is the designated hitter for the Lumberjacks, number 10, Thomas Marsala. Marsala, high foul ball to the left field bleachers for strike 1. Morton awaits the sign. Runners leading off in second and third. Here's the pitch. And high and outside, ball 1. Morton will look to shut Marsala down here, preventing more runs being scored. And Marsala pokes past the first baseman. 1 runner will score. Runner will remain on third. And that'll be an RBI single for Marsala. Lumberjacks now leading by 3. Score is Harrisonburg Turks 1. Covington Lumberjacks 4. And coach is going to come out and have a word with the infield. And we will get our first pitching substitution of the night for the Harrisonburg Turks. And now on the mound for your Harrisonburg Turks, the product out of Wingate, number 18, Chad Harvey. If you're just now joining us, top of the 4th inning, Covington Lumberjacks leading your Harrisonburg Turks by a score of 4-1. Runners on first and third. Pitching substitution. Replacing number 22 Carson Morton on the mound is number 18 Chad Harvey. As always, we want to thank you for tuning in to the Valley Baseball League. Tonight's South Division matchup featuring your reigning champions, the Harrisonburg Turks, facing off against the Lumberjacks of Covington. The Turks looking to bounce back from a loss against the Stanton Braves last night here at Eagle Field. Some highlights from that game, a 2-run home run from Ethan Murdoch in the bottom of the ninth, but it wouldn't be enough to push the Turks past the Braves as they move to 8-6 on the season. Stepping up to bat for the Lumberjacks is the left fielder, number 4, Spencer Williams.
At the plate, left fielder Spencer Williams.
And Harvey's first pitch tonight is going to be a foul tip from Williams. Count is 0-1, 1 out here. Runners on first and third for the Lumberjacks. Here's Harvey. And Williams pokes that one just past the infield. Second baseman can't get to it. 1 run will score. And that one nearly into the dugout for the Turks. Runners now on second and third for the Lumberjacks. Score moves to 5 to the Turks 1. An RBI double for Williams. Now at the plate is the catcher for the Lumberjacks, number 39, Jackson Toberman. And that pitch, strike one. Catcher tries to get throw over to third. Won't be in time. Runners remain on second and third. And that ball high and outside for ball number 1. And the foul tip now from Toberman. 1-2 count, 1 out. Harvey a chance to make it 2. And he'll get it. Strike 3. Caught him swinging. Runners remain on second and third for the Lumberjacks. The right fielder for the Lumberjacks at the plate now, number 31, Chinar Brown. Brown with an RBI in his last at bat. And swinging for the fences there, but can't get it to go. Strike 1. And a good eye there. Ball going outside. Count moves to 1-1. And Brown pokes it to Harvey. Harvey the toss to first. And that'll be out number 3 for the Turks. The Lumberjacks scoring 2 off of 4 hits. And the score will move to Harrisonburg Turks 1, Covington Lumberjacks 5 as we enter the bottom of the 4th inning. Turks will look to respond to a 2-run inning from the Lumberjacks. Entering the bottom of the fourth inning here, Matthew Irwin remains on the mound for the Lumberjacks. Score is Jacks 5, Harrisonburg Turks 1. At the plate now is the catcher for the Turks, number 32, Jack Canizaro. Canizaro playing on his home field, the junior out of JMU. And holds back that swing for strike one. Pokes that one to the third baseman. The throw to first is good for out number one. At the plate now from the Bulldogs of Wingate is the designated hitter, the second baseman for the Turks, number 10, Cam Harris. Harris looking to make things happen here for the Turks. Get a little momentum going. Still no runners on, one out. Turks down 4. And Harris does good to watch him go by for ball number 2. That one low and inside. That'll be ball 3. Here's Irwin, the 3-0 pitch. And no swing, strike one. And Harris tried to get a piece of it, is going to poke it just past the first baseline. Count moves to 3-2. Full count here in the bottom of the fourth. And gets that one to go to the shortstop. The throw to first is good. 2 straight for the Lumberjacks. Stepping into the batter's box now, the right fielder for the Harrisonburg Turks, number 34, Ethan Murdoch. Murdoch takes that one for strike one. And that ball high and back over the press box for strike 2. Irwin now a chance to make it 3. That one just outside, ball 1. Counts now 1-2, 2 outs, no runners on for the Turks. And that'll be ball 3 for Irwin. And Murdoch another pop-up. The full count here, 2 outs. No runners on for the Turks. Bottom of the fourth inning, they are down by 4. Murdoch at the plate. Here's Irwin on the mound. And ball 4. Murdoch will reach on a walk. As we reach the bottom of the order once again for the Turks, the third baseman up to bat, number 7, David Bell. And looks like Coach is going to come out and have a word with Irwin here. And we will get a pitching change for the Covington Lumberjacks. Now stepping up to the mound for the Jacks, he is number 11, playing out of Temple Community College, John Ramirez.
Time for a Keith's Auto Sales call report match for the Covington Lumberjacks. Outbound from Eastern Florida State College, the Titans. Number 11, Matthew Semillian.
Ramirez warming up on the mound here. Bottom of the fourth inning. Turks remaining scoreless since the first. 2 outs on the board. 1 runner on. Score is Turks 1, Lumberjacks 5. Once again, now stepping up to the plate is the third baseman for the Turks, number 7, David Bell. And Ramirez's first pitch of the night is fouled off for strike 1. Ramirez. And Bell just past third base for strike 2. Murdoch leading off on first. And Bell, good eye for ball 1. Count is now 1-2, 2 outs. 1 runner on for the Turks. Looking to cut down the Lumberjacks' lead here. Ramirez. And high ball to the infield for Bell. And Santana makes the easy catch for out number 3. Another scoreless inning for the Turks. Score remains Covington Lumberjacks 5, Harrisonburg Turks 1 as we enter the top of the 5th inning. On the mound here as we enter the top of the 5th inning, replacing number 22, Carson Morton, is number 18, the product out of the Wingate Bulldogs, Chad Harvey. Harrisonburg Turks looking to bounce back from a loss to the Stanton Braves last night here at Eagle Field by a score of 9-7. Moves the Turks to 8-6 on the season. Turks, your 2023 Valley Baseball League champions, hoping to repeat their success this campaign. If you would like to follow the Turks on social media, please check Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Twitter handle is HBGTurksVBL, Instagram is Harrisonburg Turks, and the Facebook is Harrisonburg Turks Baseball. If you would like any other information, or if you would like to buy any of our amazing Harrisonburg Turks merchandise, please visit HarrisonburgTurks.com. Top of the fifth inning here. Now stepping up to bat for the Lumberjacks is the second baseman, number 6, Jose Alfonso. Alfonso, a chance to extend the lead for the Lumberjacks here. That ball very high to center field. Second baseman gets under it. And Harris will make the catch for out number 1 here in the top of the fifth. Now at the plate, the center fielder, number 9, Caleb Henry. And Henry, no swing for strike 1. And still no swing. Strike 2. Harvey settling in. Here's a throw. And swing and a miss. Strike 3 for Henry. Now stepping up to the plate for the Lumberjacks is the third baseman, number 23, Gregory Mello. No runners on for the Lumberjacks. A chance to hold the Jacks scoreless for the first time in 3 innings. A big swing there from Mello. Can't get it to go for strike 1. Here's Harvey. And this time no swing from Mello, but that'll be strike number 2. And pokes that one just past the infield for the single. That'll be 2 singles on the night for Mello.
First baseman.
Now at the plate for the Lumberjacks, the first baseman, number 16, Jorge Santana. And Santana, good eye. That one low and inside for ball 1. And Santana watches it go by for strike 1. Count is now 1-1, 2 outs here in the top of the 5th inning. Runner leads off on first. And that one weighing outside. Runner decides to stay. And that'll be ball 2. Santana settling back in. Here's Harvey. The pitch. And big swing there. No luck for strike 2. 2-2 count here. Harvey a chance to retire the side. Now an outside. Runner will go. And looks like Harris can't hold on to it there, so runner will be safe at second. That'll be a stolen base for the Lumberjacks. Runner on second now in scoring position. Count is 3-2, 2 outs. And Santana will reach first base on a walk. Now at the bottom of the order is the shortstop wearing number 3 instead of his usual 8, Quentin Jenkins. Runners on first and second here for the Lumberjacks. That ball deep to right field. That will drop fair. One run comes home. And here's two. And that is a two-run RBI double for Quentin Jenkins. Lumberjacks now leading by 6, a score of 7-1 here in the top of the fifth. 2 outs. Returning to the top of the order, the designated hitter for the Lumberjacks is number 10, Thomas Marsala. Marsala, runner on second. And that one low and inside for ball one. And that one inside and there by the catcher. Runner will reach first. Now to bat the left fielder, number 4, Spencer Williams for the Lumberjacks. Runners on first and second, 2 outs. RBI's down the runner. And a foul tip by Williams. That'll be strike one. And that's 2 straight foul tips for Williams. Count moves to 0-2, 2 outs. Harvey now a chance to retire the side. If any more runs are being scored for the Lumberjacks. Already 2 this inning. Oh, 2 pitch. And another foul tip into the visitor dugout. Count remains 0-2. And throw to second. And we're going to have a tumble. He will slip. And that will be out number 3 for the Turks. The Covington Lumberjacks scoring 2 that inning to push their lead to 6 as we enter the bottom of the 5th inning. Score is Harrisonburg Turks 1, Covington Lumberjacks 7. On the mound once again, replacing number 35, Matthew Irwin for the Lumberjacks, is number 11, John Ramirez. If you're just now joining us, thank you for tuning in to the Valley Baseball League. The Valley Baseball League is funded in part by a donation from Major League Baseball. Tonight, the Harrisonburg Turks taking on the Lumberjacks of Covington in a South Division matchup. Entering the bottom of the 5th inning, Turks coming up to bat. The Lumberjacks leading by 6. Score is 7 for the Jacks and 1 for the Turks. Turks coming off of a loss to the Stanton Braves last night by a score of 9-7 here at Eagle Field. Hoping to turn their luck around and improve to 9-6 on the season. Now stepping up to the plate for the Turks is the shortstop, number 0, Jose Perez. Perez looking to get things started, build up a little momentum here for the Turks. Perez with a good eye for ball 1. Ramirez settling back in on the mound. The pitch. And Perez, the foul tip there. Count is 1-1. Ramirez awaits the sign. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And Perez eyes it all the way in for ball 2. And Perez looking to go deep there. Can't get it to go. That'll be strike number 2. Counts now 2-2, no outs. Here at the bottom of the 5th. And Perez a good eye for the first full count of the 5th inning. And that'll be ball 4 for Perez. And he will reach first on a walk. Stepping up to bat for the Harrisonburg Turks is the center fielder, number 20, Anthony Pascal. Pascal, a runner on first. A chance to keep the momentum going for the Turks. And takes that one high and outside for strike 1. Turks are down by 6, looking to get something going here. Ramirez on the mound. Puts that one way outside for ball 1. Awaits the sign. Here's the pitch. Almost hits Pascal there. That'll be ball number 2. Count moves to 2-1, no outs. Ramirez. Runner will go. And no throw to second. That'll be a stolen base for Jose Perez. Runner now in scoring position for the Turks. Pascal at the plate, the 2-2 count. And Ramirez way outside for ball number 3. Count moves to 3-2. And that ball high, just outside the foul line. First baseman goes for it and makes the catch just before the fence. That'll be out number 1 here in the bottom of the 5th. Runner remains on second for the Turks. Now approaching the plate is the left fielder, number 42, Chris Katz. Perez leading off on second. Katz holds back the swing, just hits the tip of his bat there. That'll be strike one. Ramirez settles in. Eyes down the runner. The throw. And no swing from Katz for strike two. No 2 count here, runner on second. Ramirez chance to make it two. Katz ball deep to center field. Easy catch for the center fielder. And Perez thought about it. Saw the throw coming in, turn around. Remains at second. 2 outs now on the board for the Lumberjacks. Approaching the plate is the first baseman tonight, number 33 for the Turks, Luke Hatcher. Ramirez gets the sign, eyes down Perez on second. Here's the pitch. And away outside, ball one. Turks still down 6, looking to get something started here. Hatcher at the plate. And takes that one inside for ball number 2. Duo count here. Here's Ramirez. And Hatcher pops that one high to the outfield. And Jannard Brown will make the catch for out number 3. Runner is stranded on second. No hits, no runs, and no errors for the bottom of the 5th inning. Covington remains in the lead by a score of 7-1.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have a young lady here from the city of Harrisonburg. I'm Madison Hess. And she's right here, a hometown girl, so let's cheer with her on. She's going to nominate the prize for shipping in $500. All right, well, woo, close.
If you're just now joining us, entering the top of the 6th inning here, the Covington Lumberjacks leading the Harrisonburg Turks by a score of 7-1. On the mound, the product out of Wingate is number 18, Chad Harvey. The Turks looking to bounce back after a loss against the Stanton Braves last night, moving them to 8-6 on the season. Turks are 2023 Valley Baseball League champions, hoping to repeat their success here in the 2024 campaign. Lumberjacks coming up to bat now. Approaching the plate is the left fielder, number 4, Spencer Williams. Here's Harvey. And Williams the foul tip for strike one. Start off the 6th inning. Williams settles back in. Harvey. And Williams, no swing for strike 2. And Williams fouls that one to the visitor dugout. Count remains 0-2, no outs. Williams this time playing to the home dugout. Make sure everyone gets a chance at one. Counts still 0-2, no outs, no runners on for the Lumberjacks. Top of the 6th inning here. And another foul tip, this time over the press box for Williams. Take a lucky guess, count is 0-2. And that one low and inside, just past the shins of Williams. Count moves to 1-2. Here's Harvey. And this time, Williams pokes it fair, but that'll be a short throw to first for out number 1. One out here, top of the 6th. Now approaching the batter's box is the catcher for the Lumberjacks, number 39, Jackson Toberman. Toberman, no runners on, chance to extend the lead for the Lumberjacks. And umpire is going to say that one came all the way around. That'll be strike 1. Chad Harvey. And this time takes a big swing at it, but no contact. That'll be strike 2. Harvey now a chance to make it 2. And puts that one low and outside for ball number 1. Counts now 1-2. Another one outside, ball 2. Counts now 2-2. It's a beautiful night for baseball here in Harrisonburg, just over 75 degrees. Turks looking to shut down the Lumberjacks here in the top of the 6th. That ball low and outside for the full count. Here's Chad Harvey, the 3-2 pitch. And Toberman tried to hold back the swing there, couldn't get it. And that'll be strike number 3 for the second out of the 6th inning. And Chennar Brown at the plate now. Swings at it for strike 1. Brown and RBI already tonight. And a high foul ball to the right field bleachers. Counts now 0-2. Harvey now a chance to retire the side. And a foul ball straight back here. Count remains 0-2. Still no runners on for the Lumberjacks. If Harvey gets a strike here, that'll be the first scoreless inning in 4 for the Jacks. And that one just outside, ball 1. And Brown gets it to go. but Murdoch will be there in time for the catch. It'll be out number 3. No runs, no hits, and no errors. Score remains Covington Lumberjacks 7, Harrisonburg Turks 1 as we enter the bottom of the 6th. The first scoreless inning for the Jacks since the top of the 3rd, and maintaining their 6-run lead. If you're just now joining us, thank you for tuning in to the Valley Baseball League, the gateway to the majors. The Valley Baseball League is funded in part by a donation from Major League Baseball. Tonight, the Harrisonburg Turks taking on the Covington Lumberjacks in a South Division matchup. Jacks leading the Turks by a score of 6. The Harrisonburg Turks looking to bounce back after a loss against the Braves of Stanton last night. Moved them to 8-6 on the season. Turks looking to repeat their success in the 2023 season. Ended up as your Valley Baseball League champions. Hoping to repeat their success this season. Ramirez on the mound once again for the Lumberjacks. Now stepping up to the plate for the Turks, the designated hitter, number 30, Cam Nelson. Here's Ramirez. And Nelson watches that one go by high and outside for strike 1. Ramirez baits the sign. And still no swing from Nelson for strike 2. Yes, chance for 1. And that went high and outside. Ball 1. The 1-2 count here. Nelson, the product out of Wake Forest, looking to make something happen for the Turks here. Here's the 1-2 pitch. And that one high and inside. No swing from Nelson, and that will be strike number 3. Now stepping into the batter's box, playing on his home turf, a product out of James Madison University here in Harrisonburg, the catcher, number 32, Jack Canizaro. Canizaro, a swing there, can't get it to go. Strike 1. Ramirez. And Canizaro pops that one to right. First baseman gets to it in time for the first out. With a second out here at the bottom of the 6th. Hoping to turn things around here for the Turks is the second baseman, number 10, Cam Harris. And Harris, a good eye. That one far inside for ball 1. Ramirez awaiting the sign. No runners on for the Turks. 2 outs. And that one rolls just outside of the first base line. It'll be strike one. 1-1 count now. Ramirez. And a big swing there from Harris. No luck. The 1-2 count. Chance now for Ramirez to retire the side and send it to the 7th. And that one high and outside, ball 2. All 2s on the board, 2 outs, 2 strikes, and 2 balls. Here comes Ramirez. And Harris pokes it just past him for the single. At the plate now, batting 8th in the order for the Turks, the right fielder, number 34, Ethan Murdoch. Murdoch struggling at the plate tonight. Had a 2-run homer against Stanton last night. Looking to repeat history. And Ramirez a little warning throw over to first. Runner remains safe. 2 outs here. Nothing on the count. Ramirez. And Murdoch watches that one go by high and inside for ball 1. Ramirez waits the sign. The 1-0. Murdoch a high ball to right field. And first baseman can't make the catch. That'll be a foul ball. Count now moves to 1-1 here. Harris making his way back to first. Ramirez settling back in. Harris leading off on first. The 1-1 pitch from Ramirez. Harris takes the Murdoch takes the fastball for the second strike. Visit bat. Counts now 1-2, 2 outs. Runner on first. Ramirez. And Murdoch pokes that one to right. And that one will drop for the single. Runners now on first and second for the Turks. Again, returning to the bottom of the order for the Harrisonburg Turks is the third baseman, number 7, David Bell. Bell looking to keep the momentum going here for the Turks and cut down the 6-run lead held by the Lumberjacks. Ramirez takes his place on the mound. Both runners leading off. Ramirez. Bell, good eye, watches it go outside for ball 1. Ramirez eyes down the runners. The pitch. And a foul tip for Bell for strike 1. 1-1 count here. Ramirez And Bell, again, trying to really get a piece of it, but fouls that one just past the home dugout. Count moves to 1-2, 2 outs here, 2 runners on. Ramirez now a chance to retire the side. Bell hoping to keep things going. And good eye lone outside, ball 2. All 2s here in the bottom of the 6th. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and 2 runners on for the Turks. Ramirez gets the sign. Here comes the throw. And Bell just cannot get it to go. That'll be strike 3, leaving 2 runners stranded for the Turks. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors. Score remains Harrisonburg Turks 1, Covington Lumberjacks 7, as we enter the top of the 7th inning. And looks like we're going to get a pitching change here for the Harrisonburg Turks. Now on the mound, replacing number 18, Chad Harvey, is the product out of the Oklahoma City Stars, number 4, Spencer Biggerstaff. Top of the 7th inning now, leading off for the Covington Lumberjacks, the second baseman, number 6, Jose Alfonso. A good eye there. High and outside for ball 1. Biggerstaff. And gets that one to go for strike 1. And a foul tip by Alfonso moves it to 1-2. Biggerstaff a chance for his first strikeout of the night. Alfonso pokes to the third baseman. The throw over to first is good. Some good teamwork by Bell and Hatcher there for the first out. At the plate now for the Jacks, the center fielder, number 9, Caleb Henry. And Henry pokes to the third baseman. And Bell puts that one in the dirt, but Hatcher manages to get to it. Looks like he was stumbling over himself a little there, but still gets the out. And that'll be out number 2 here in the top of the 7th. Gregory Mello now at the plate for the Jacks. Biggerstaff a chance to make it 1-2-3 here. That one high and outside, ball 1. Counts 2-0. Biggerstaff. Huge swing there from Mello. No dice. 2-1 count. Takes that one high and inside. Count moves to 2-2, 2 outs. See here, Biggerstaff. Got him. 1-2-3 for Biggerstaff in his first inning of the game. Lumberjacks, another scoreless inning, but maintaining their 6-run lead. Score is Covington 7, Harrisonburg 1 as we enter the bottom of the 7th. You're watching at home. Time for the 7th inning stretch. If we keep going at this pace, it'll be over in no time. The next Avengers come out there. Entering the bottom of the 7th inning here. Harrisonburg Turks still down 6 to the Covington Lumberjacks. On the mound now for the Lumberjacks. The product out of Temple Community College, John Ramirez. Now approaching the plate for the Harrisonburg Turks. At the top of the order is the shortstop, number 0, Jose Perez. Perez settles in. Here is Ramirez. And Perez pokes it to the second baseman to throw to first. Is just in time. Got him for out number 1. The Lumberjacks doing very good defensively tonight. Holding the Turks to just 1 run through 6. At the plate now, the center fielder, number 20, Anthony Pascal. Pascal, no runners on, 1 out on the board. Hoping to get things started here for the Turks. Here's Ramirez. Pascal poking it to the shortstop. Throw over to first. Got him. That'll be 2 straight for the Jacks. Some good infield work for the quick 2. Now approaching the plate is the left fielder, number 42, Chris Katz. Katz struggling a little bit at the plate tonight, hoping to turn things around here. Katz a big swing there, but no luck. That'll be strike number 1. Counts 0-1 here, 2 outs. Ramirez. And Katz a good eye. That one way outside for ball 1. Counts now 1-1. Ramirez looking for the 1-2-3 here. And another one low and outside for ball 2. Katz puts that one high to right field. First baseman settling under it. And 1, 2, 3 for the Turks. No runs, no hits, and no errors. Bottom of the 7th, no runs. Score remains the Covington Lumberjacks 7, Harrisonburg Turks 1 as we go to the top of the 8th. Entering the top of the 8th here, the Harrisonburg Turks is down 6 to the Covington Lumberjacks. Score is 7 for Covington, 1 for Harrisonburg. On the mound again is number 4, Spencer Biggerstaff. Approaching the plate now for the Covington Lumberjacks is number 16, the first baseman, Jorge Santana, the third. Here's Biggerstaff. And a big swing from Santana. Can't get it to go. That'll be strike 1. That one high over the plate for ball number 1. And Santana pokes that one to the shortstop. The throw to first. He got him with time to spare for out number 1. Now at the plate, at the bottom of the order, is the shortstop wearing number 3 instead of number 8 tonight, Quentin Jenkins. Jenkins, a good eye, watches that one go by for ball number 1. And holds back the swing there just in time. That'll be ball 2, 2-0 count here. And still no swing. That one low and outside for ball 3. Biggerstaff. And 4 up, 4 down. Runner now on first for the Lumberjacks. Now returning to the top of the order is the designated hitter for the Turks, number 10, Thomas Marsala. And Marsala pokes it just outside of the third baseline. That'll be strike 2. The foul tip there for Marsala. Count remains 0-2. 1 out here in the top of the 8th. Runner on first for the Lumberjacks. hoping to extend their lead. And gets that one to go. Second baseman, a scoop to first. Runner will be safe. Runners now on first and second for the Lumberjacks. At the plate now is the left fielder, number 4, Spencer Williams. Williams a good eye there for ball 1. Runners leading off. That ball high and deep to left field. Katz settling under it and makes the catch. The throw over to third. Runners will stay. 2 outs now for the Turks. Hoping to prevent any runs from scoring here in the top of the 8th. Still down 6 to the Lumberjacks. Now at the plate is the catcher for the Lumberjacks, number 39, Jackson Toberman. Toberman a good eye. That one high and outside for ball 1. Biggerstaff looking to retire the side. And that one will be just outside for strike 1. Almost looked like it was going to stay fair, but just outside the right field baseline. Biggerstaff eyes the runner. And Toberman will get that one to go. Runners will stay. Base is now loaded for the Lumberjacks. A perfect scoring position. At the plate now, the right fielder, number 31, Jannar Brown. Brown an RBI already tonight. Chance to make it 2. And high and outside for ball 1. Biggerstaff will look to shut down the side. And another one high and outside, ball 2. The 2-0 count here. Runners on all 3 bases for the Lumberjacks. And Brown just over the shortstop. 1 run will score. And that'll be 2. A 2-run RBI single for Jannar Brown. That will be his second RBI at bat tonight. And the Lumberjacks now lead by 8. At the plate now, batting 5th in the order, is the second baseman for the Lumberjacks, number 6, Jose Alfonso. Alfonso runners on first and second, following a 2-run RBI from Jannar Brown. And a high, deep ball to center field. Looks like Pascal will make the catch there. Runners will be stranded on first and second. And that'll be 2 runs on 3 hits for the Covington Lumberjacks. Score moves to Covington 9, Harrisonburg 1 as we enter the bottom of the 8th. Turks with a lot of ground to cover here if they want to stay in tonight's ball game.
Leading off for Harrisonburg.
Bottom of the 8th inning here. The Harrisonburg Turks down 8 to the Covington Lumberjacks. Stepping up to the plate is the first baseman for the Turks, number 33, Luke Hatcher. Squaring off against the pitcher for the Lumberjacks, number 11, John Ramirez. Hatcher with a foul tip to the home dugout. That'll be strike number 1 here. And it looks like the umpire will count Hatcher's swing. That'll be strike 2. And alone outside, but Hatcher swung at it, so that will be strike 3 and out number 1 here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Now approaching the batter's box. Pinch hitting for the Harrisonburg Turks. Pinch hitting, number 26, Mike Rinaldi. Rinaldi hoping to make something happen here. And a good eye there for ball 1. Rinaldi pokes it to the shortstop. The throw over to first. And got him with plenty of time. That'll be out number 2. At the plate now, playing on his home turf, the catcher number 32, Jack Canizaro. Canizaro, the product out of James Madison University, right here in Harrisonburg, Virginia. Watches that one go by. That'll be ball number 1. Ramirez settles back in here. And Canizaro got a hold of that one. And center fielder will make the catch for out number 3. Another scoreless inning for the Turks. Score remains Covington 9, Harrisonburg 1. As we enter the top of the 9th, the Lumberjacks will look to extend their lead and keep the Turks out of comeback range. If you're just now joining us, thank you for tuning in to the Valley Baseball League. The Valley Baseball League is funded in part by a donation from Major League Baseball. Tonight, the Turks taking on the Lumberjacks of Covington in a South Division matchup, looking to respond to their loss against the Stanton Braves last night. Turks are 8-6 on the season, hoping to repeat their success last season. Ended up as your 2023 Valley Baseball League champions. And it looks like we are going to get another pitching change here for the Harrisonburg Turks as we enter the top of the ninth inning. Now on the mound from the Florida State Seminoles is number 16, David Davila. Davila pitching in his first game for the Turks this season. Hoping to bring his D1 training here to the Valley Baseball League. As we enter the top of the ninth, the Turks remain down 8 to the Lumberjacks. Score is Lumberjacks 9, Turks 1. The Lumberjacks will look to pad their lead here and keep the Turks out of comeback range. Stepping up to the plate, leading off here in the top of the ninth, is the center fielder for the Lumberjacks, number 9, Caleb Henry. Henry struggling from the plate tonight, hoping to turn things around here. Here's Davila's first pitch of the night. And fastball a little bit low and inside for ball 1. Davila. And a foul tip by Henry. Count moves to 1-1. And Henry takes a huge swing at that. He was swinging for the fences but couldn't get it to go. And that'll be strike 2. And another foul tip here for Henry. Count remains 1-2. Davila looking to get his first out of the night. And Henry, another foul tip here. This one to the right field bleachers. Again, count is 1-2 here. No outs, top of the ninth inning. And that one low and inside. Almost hit the dirt. Count moves to 2-2. Henry pops to the shortstop. Can't keep a hold of it. And Henry will reach first base on an error by shortstop. At the plate now is the third baseman, number 23, Gregory Mello. DeVille eyes down the runner and puts it low and inside for ball one. The pitch. And that one, a good eye from Mello. Counts now 2-0. Davila. And a big swing there, put it just outside. Cal moves 2-1. Well, another foul tip there. That'll be strike number 2. Runner on first here. Lumberjacks looking to pad their lead. And now we will move to Davila's first full count of the night. Davila eyes down the runner. And Mello pokes that one just past third base. Count remains 3-2. Here's Davila. And umpire's going to call him out. That'll be Davila's first strikeout of the night. Caught him looking. One runner on for the Lumberjacks. One out here in the top of the ninth. At the plate now is the first baseman, number 16, Jorge Santana. To be a little low and outside for strike one. Couldn't get that one to go. That'll be ball one. All ones on the board right now. One out, one strike, one ball, and one runner on for the Lumberjacks. A high ball just inside the infield. The second baseman going for it. And makes the catch for out number 2 here in the top of the ninth. Turks will look to shut things down quick here and prevent any more runs from the Lumberjacks. At the plate now, wearing the number 3 instead of his usual 8, is the shortstop for the Lumberjacks, Quentin Jenkins. Jenkins, a runner on first, 2 outs on the board, takes ball number 1. And a good eye. That one alone outside. Ball 2. Davila, the Florida State product, looking to close things out here. And that'll be strike 1. Davila okays the sign. The 2-1 pitch. Deep ball to center field from Jenkins. The center fielder makes the catch, and that'll be no runs for the Lumberjacks. As we enter the bottom of the ninth inning, the Harrisonburg Turks have a lot of ground to cover if they want to stay in tonight's ball game. 8 to tie and 9 to take the victory. See if they can do it in just a few moments. And entering the bottom of the ninth inning here, a pitching change for the Covington Lumberjacks. Now on the mound wearing 19 instead of his usual 25, playing out of the Pasco Hernando Community College Bobcats is Cesar Valera. Valera will look to close things out here for the Lumberjacks and give them the 9-1 victory over the Turks. Turks a lot to make up here. We'll see if they can do it here. Valera, 3 outs to go. Now pinch hitting for the Turks. Leading off, number 2, Jalen Evans. Evans, product of the Wingate Bulldogs. Looking to make a difference for the Turks. A good eye. That one going outside for ball 1. And Valera, that one a heater, just a little bit too high. Ball 2. And gets the curveball to go for strike 1. Count now moves to 2-1. Valera again. Big swing there from Evans. No contact though. Count moves to 2-2. Valera looks for his first out of the night. And that one went outside for ball 3, Valera's first full count of tonight's ball game. And nails Evans there. Looks like it might have hit him in the back of the neck. And he will reach first base on a walk. Valera drills his first batter of the night. And the Turks, now with a runner on first, no outs here in the bottom of the ninth. And another pinch hitter here for the Turks. Playing out of Walters State Community College is number 8, Jack Torbett. Torbett, a good eye for ball number 1. And the coach is going to come out and have a word here with Valera. Valera just 3 outs away from a victory for the Lumberjacks. Count is 1 ball, no strikes, no outs. Runner on first for the Turks. Jack Dorbett pinch hitting at the plate. Valera settling back in here. And that ball high and deep to right field. Brown settling under it and makes the catch for out number 1 here at the bottom of the 9th. Evans remains on first for the Turks. And another pinch hitter for the Turks. This one a product out of the Georgetown Hoyas. Number 13, Brett Waringer. Waringer, a good eye for ball 1. Here's Valera. And Waringer, that one high to center field. Hitter settles under it and makes the catch for out number 2. That's 2 straight for the Lumberjacks. Evans again remains on first. And Valera is 1 out away from taking tonight's ball game. Returning to the top of the order here, Jose Perez now at the plate. 1 runner on, 2 outs on the board. Turks down 8. And Perez a little foul tip there. Count moves to 1-1. Evans leading off on second. And Perez a good eye there. The 2-1 count. Here's Valera. And Perez takes a choppy swing at it. Count moves to 2-2. And Valera is now 1 pitch away from closing out tonight's matchup. Can he do it? The 2-2 pitch is low and inside for ball number 3. Valera a chance to end it. And Perez pokes to the second baseman to throw to first. And that will do it for tonight's ball game. The Covington Lumberjacks taking the victory here at Eagle Field at Veterans Memorial Park by a score of Lumberjacks 9, Harrisonburg Turks 1. The Harrisonburg Turks back in action tomorrow night against the Culpeper Cavaliers in a South Division matchup in the Valley Baseball League. As always, we thank you for tuning in to the Valley Baseball League, and we will see you next time. Have a great night.